Gaffer, what a terrific win today. Do you think you know what you're doing yet?
Yeah, I think listen, the lads out there, they play like that every year. You know, wasn't the best. We've played a lot better and got beat. But it shows that, I said the other week, when we got 19 players and staff that have got COVID and you got injuries and you're trying to put people in positions that they don't go, it's hard. But we've got people back, and if you've got heart and you've got the desire to win games, it helps. Fair play to Northampton. How they never scored today, I don't know, but then it's good defending from us, good save by Glenn. And I think the goal that we scored, Nichols' goal, from where I was, I didn't know how he scored it, to be quite honest with you. So, a little bit of magic. If you do all the horrible stuff that you're not allowed to say anymore, get accused sometimes of talking like it's back in the day, but it is. Everything's just built on hard work, graft, and then you can play your football. We had one moment of really good play, which, Sam's played Tommy and we've scored. The rest of it's digging in.
That's another clean sheet on the board. We just defended like warriors today, the likes of Lynch and Tony in there. Fantastic.
Yeah, that's what I say to you. You've got them boys at the back now. Tony and Lynch, they've had careers. They've done that all their lives, but they've done it at higher levels. And it rubs off. You've got young Ludi the other side. He's never experienced anything like this. Crazy. Me screaming and Lee screaming and everything else, but you want to win. And, I'm not one of them that say once they cross that white line, nothing to do with me. Of course it's to do with us. We all want to win together, lose together. But we are together. That's the main thing.
Obviously, we were faced with a few players who couldn't make the game today through injury. Sam Matthews and Nick Cerullo came in. What do you make of their performances?
Well, we win 1-0. And as I keep saying, I've told all the lads that the ones that haven't been playing, make sure that when you're used, you know your jobs, and you've got to be fit enough, ugly enough to come in and do a job. And compliment to them. You can still see a few of them, and I don't know from their side with the COVID, but you can see a few of ours are still blowing. And God willing, nobody knows what the reaction is. So let's just hope everyone's all right and we go again next week.
And James Tilley was a candidate for man of the match, obviously in a bit more of a defensive role today, but how impressed were you with him?
Well, you keep saying that, but it shouldn't be a defensive role, because we don't change the shape. It's credit to them that they made him play in a defensive role. But also going forward, he was causing them problems. He's got 2 or 3 crosses in. So, he got the man at, I say he got the man of the match. In my eyes, he done very well through his hard work, through everything else. And on the back of that, all right, he had to defend, but he's learning that in his game. Next week, hopefully, it'll be someone marking him like that rather than the other way round. But no, all of them, you couldn't fault on the fans today. It was once again, you come to places like this, second in the league and all that sort of thing. They're fantastic again, and hopefully they're all going home there with something to cheer about.
That's us up to 11th, obviously 4 points off the playoffs. Do we look at the table at this stage of the season?
You can look at what you want. For me, I told you, don't look at that till April, May time, mate, because it weren't that long ago that the banners was out and where we was going, and we ain't won for 4 games. But like I said to you, if you would have come down the training ground, it looked like a mash unit. You know what I mean? There was bodies lying all over the place, and there still is a few bodies lying all over the place. But the lads are stuck together today. It was their performance. It was a club performance today, a team performance.
It's great to see, obviously, Sam and Tom combined for the goal. Beautifully worked, obviously, beating that offside trap, and a great finish too. What do you make of it?
That's what I said. Best, it's what they do. It's what Sam does. Sam could open things up, and Tom, he's had a couple of games where he hasn't scored, but that's what he's got in his locker. That's why people look at him and tell you what a good player is. But Tom knows that, and I know that. That's hence why he's here. And it doesn't have to take the pressure off you when you've got players like that who can score. And obviously, let's just hope he gets a few more of them.
We'll finish off on the 193 Crawley fans making the journey up here to Northampton. Fantastic support as always.
Yeah, I thought I just said that though, didn't I? You've been celebrating already?
Yeah, I've had a few.
No, they're fantastic. Good luck to them. And let's hope we give them, I say to you, you give the fans something to cheer, they will be here. And they make a big difference. You could see the players after and myself after. And they do mean a difference. But let's hope we've turned the corner. And they showed, I've been saying it since I've been at the door, every team we send out will have a go for you. And I think today, how they never scored is good defending, bad finishing from their end, but we deserved it, I think.
And just a short trip next weekend.
Yeah, short trip. It don't matter, mate. If you come back at 3 points, could be the other side of the moon, couldn't it?
Nico, another win on the road. How did you find today?
Yeah, it was a good game. It was a tough game. They were a good side and they put us under a lot of pressure. But Boys defended really well, clean sheet and a win. So yeah, can't ask for any more.
Obviously, a perfect time to score a goal. Talk us through it.
Sammy Matthews picked up the ball and I just made that run in off the line, and it was a perfect way to pass. Looked up to see if the square was on, wasn't, so I just put my foot through it, and it went in the top corner. So yeah, it was a really nice goal for me. I haven't put one in the top corner in a long time, to be honest. So yeah, it was really pleasing. But the boys defended brilliantly. If we concede a few goals there, it counts for nothing. So yeah, it was hats off to the whole team. Really, we defended as a team.
No Quezzy today, but Sam Matthews came in. We began to see that partnership between the two of you again today.
Yeah, I've missed playing with Sam, can't lie. He finds little pockets and I like playing with him. Quezzy's been probably one of the standout players of the season, so we did miss him at times. Shame he picked up a bit of a knock, but hopefully won't be too long. So yeah, Sam stepped in, did really well, set up the goal. So yeah, it's good that we got players that are coming in the side and making an impact.
And I bet you're very tired because we put in so much graft in that second half to keep the lead. How was it?
Yeah, it was a graft. They're a good side. They're at home. They put us under a lot of pressure. We rode our luck at times. Can't deny that. They probably did enough to score a goal or two. Hit the crossbar a couple of times, I think. So yeah, it was a real backs to the wall defensive shift. But we come out on top. So that was the aim.
I think they had 13 or 14 corners, but I think if you remember rightly, we did a FIFA video earlier this year, and you noted how many of them you win in the air.
Yeah.
It's got to be 4 or 5 of them today.
Yeah, it kept landing on my head, to be fair, but that's my job in the side. Stand in the middle and head it if possible. That's just as important as putting one in the goal. That side of the game is really important, and yeah, I've been there since I've been here, really, stood in that zone, and I quite enjoy it actually, defending for the team. So yeah, but quite a few landed on my head today.
Slightly new system we've been playing recently. How have you been finding it?
Yeah, I've been enjoying it. I mean, my productivity is starting to increase again because start of the season it's not been good enough from a personal level. Yeah, I'm finding more of the ball and I'm enjoying it, and the performances are picking up. As a team, we're on a good little run, but if we lose the next few, it counts for nothing. So we've got to keep going. We've still got ground to catch up on the others. So yeah, it's going well.
And how did you rate the way that we defended today? It must fill you with confidence having the likes of Tony and Joel back there.
Yeah, they've been brilliant lately. I mean, the back three or five or however you want to look at it, they've done really well. Made us really solid at the back, and I think they're enjoying it as well. So yeah, the change of shape's really worked at the moment, but we've got to keep working on it and keep improving.
And I spoke to the gaffer earlier about the 193 travelling Crawley fans. How much of an impact do they make on your game?
Yeah, they were brilliant. I mean, they started singing when we were in the warm-up, and you knew it was going to be a good atmosphere for them. We probably didn't create as many chances as they'd have liked, but they were with us the whole way, and they appreciated the way we defended. We defended for our lives, really. So yeah, it was great support from them. They're always good to us, though. I think they appreciate that we're a hard-working side, and so yeah, it was a good atmosphere.